Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Today on Ananta World, we are discussing the mobile gaming situation for Ananta when it gets released next year. Let's discuss. So it seems like when it comes to the mobile version, yes indeed, there will be a delay as far as it will not come out around the same time as the PC or the PS5 release. So it seems like there will be a wait, probably sometime into the fall, but it is coming to Android and it is coming to iOS. So I think their process is, let's get out the game on its main places it's going to be played on and get an idea of how it does there. And then once that's out the way, we can then put all of our team to really make the mobile version great, because that will take some time as far as understand the scaling. This is an open world game with a million things going on. The scaling alone is going to take time. In this video, I will also be breaking down the specs for certain phones, just so you kind of have an idea what is kind of the go-to. But any like newer phone should be solid, or any phone that's not like too old should be solid. But yeah, so unfortunately this game, even though it's going to be awesome, it's going to be so many things to do, from the vibes of having Spider-Man, GTA, every kind of game you can think of. It's so much going on. Unfortunately, there will be probably a short delay for the people that will be wanting to play it on mobile. If there's any mobile gameplay that does come out, I will definitely be the first to play it, or to at least showcase it here as to be expected. The only awesome part here is that we know it's happening next year, so we don't have to really worry about anything. And it's already at the end of October now, so in 2 more months it's going to be a brand new month. And to think that GTA 6 is coming out soon, this game as well is coming out soon. People need to start buying their consoles now, because it's getting to the point where you're going to have to do that, because everything is going to be available and you're going to have to get one of these things to play the game. So like, you don't want to be missing out and not be one of them not playing either one of these games. But the good thing with this game is it's coming out on PC. So now let's kind of talk about what to expect as far as when it comes to the hardware and all that stuff. Now, as you know, it's going to be built on what? Unreal Engine, as you know. So that right there alone should tell you what you need to know. It's going to be built on Unreal Engine. So hey, let's maybe look into that you already know it's going to have to be optimized a certain way, because it's not a great engine to build the great games on. I mean, it's a solid engine, but we all know it has its problems. Now, for most Androids and for at least your iPhone 11 or 10, whatever, you should be fine. So for example, the main phone I'm seeing being sold with this currently is the Snapdragon 865 or the Snapdragon 888 for Android, or the iPhone 11 or the 13 for the iOS. Now, I'm sure other phones, I'm sure even an iPhone 8 or an X might run this fine. I'm just saying that's kind of what they're talking about as far as what to expect for the ones to have it run the smoothest. So we're looking at like anything that has similar specs to a Snapdragon 865 or a Snapdragon 888 for Android. Anything similar, you should be fine. Again, always take that with a grain of salt, because there's always a bunch of ways to play and to get games to look good on your mobile or PC. But for mobile, that's very key there for your Android. Then for iPhone, iPhone 11 or between iPhone 12, 13, 14, iOS, or I'm sure even ones a bit below that could work. I would just try it, download it, and see if it's available once it gets released for mobile. I think the reason why this here's a big deal is because you're already seeing Ananta do like partnerships with certain mobile gaming companies, and like I mean as far as mobile phone and their gaming department. So you already know the game is definitely going to be tailored towards that at some point. So even on the fly, when you're just hanging out or on a break or just doing anything, you'll still be able to play the game. So the specs seem to be in that favor there, which I'm very, very excited about. So again, it seems like they have a Red Magic partnership, which will be a very big deal, I think, for them. And just the overall having a partnership can definitely help. It's really important to, again, just look into the specs currently of what we currently have with these current phones I mentioned, and kind of based on what that is, see where your is as well. I would always take it to part. Does your phone overheat some? If so, this game is very demanding, so it might get a bit hot. That's why they're going to take some time in between the PC and the console release to address those things, to make sure once you play on mobile, you're not dealing with too many issues with mobile. Now, what's really great about the game is that the hype keeps growing. I think the game is now pretty much well over 14 million, probably like well over that now. I'm probably off a bit. The game is very popular. It has grown so much as we get into next year and its release that I cannot wait for. But this here is a good base. It's very demanding. So understand, maybe trying to see if your phone or get into a cooling system, I think will be very much key. At the end of the day though, I do think it's been confirmed there will be a slight delay in between the PC console and the mobile release, but at least now we know the kind of phones to at least compare our phones to and see if we're close to that. If we're not close to that, we have enough time to get phones to be close to that. So I think what this does give us is a good timing idea and just an overall good place and spot on where to go with the game. I'm really looking forward to seeing how all this plays out, because again, it does matter how all this plays out as far as how it's going to play, how it's going to be optimized. All those things definitely matter in this kind of video, getting into the details of the kind of phones that will be able to run the game, just so if you have these phones, cool, or if not, you can at the very least compare them and get them to the point where it's going to be good enough to play this great, amazing game called Ananta sometime next year. So I want to say to everyone, thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you all on the next one. Everyone take care and be well. Thank you.